Well, I don't know. I went to block some friends and they're not actually registered as friends. So, well, that means that people can comment on your, well, not that, yeah, that's it. They can actually attend, like I'm doing a live video now. And that's what happened. This character appeared in my comment box and was very abusive. So I thought, oh, well, you know. Oh, I told him in the video, you know, fuck off, you cunt. And words that effect. And oh, yeah, he's being very abusive. Being very disrespectful. Now, Hell's Angels have a very big thing about respect. Yeah. And I've seen people get their heads kicked in because of lack of respect. Of course, the guy would call them off, and I nearly had my head kicked in. Ugh, disrespecting the angels, but lucky for me, an angel with command power was there. And I looked him straight in the eye and said, no, man, I'm just drunk. Right? And he just said, leave it. That's it. And I actually made quite a nice connection with this angel. There you go. Tell you the story beyond there. Really as well. Go on. We're at this party in a squat. And the organizer of the party had invited the local Hells Angels chapter in. Oh, this is a very posh house. And in fact, it had like a not live-in, but next door neighbour come caretaker. Yeah. And this is a really nice house. And this is what the squatting movement was all about. A lot of these people just brought properties as speculation, because property does go up in value, and yet there's loads of homeless people. So generally these nice, big, large, vacant properties were squatted. And there's quite some lax laws. You know, the police wouldn't just automatically come in and evict you. You had squatters' rights. There you go. And so sometimes the owners of the home had to go to court, and then, of course, it all got exposed. Oh, you've had this property, and it's been vacant for 5 years, and you're not letting it being used. You know, people could be living in it or whatever. I'm not saying they would actually get a decision in the squatter's favour. Oh, I'm off again. You know, I've taken part in squats in London. Well, that's it. I just go. And this squat, this is funny. It was the headquarters of Mind, who are meant to be a charity that understands all about mental health issues. Or surely one of the major issues linked with people's mental health is homelessness. And it is in a very posh, well, that's why it's targeted. Oh, it's a very posh area of London where all these big medical not necessarily mental health companies have got buildings. And it goes back obviously way, but they must be worth, well, billions probably. So this is the headquarters of Mind, yet they've moved out. Get it? So wherever they moved to, probably to cheaper surroundings, if you follow me, but the property is just vacant. And so it's a perfect target to be squatted. And of course, me being in the right place, right time, just happened to be on the street in London and join the squat, because that's what happened. You just meet people on the street and say, oh, you know, you got somewhere to live now. Oh, you know, there's a squat at such and such. So I joined this squat, and yeah, they got heavies in. Yeah. So these, well, just paid thugs, if you like, because the police weren't going to entertain it, get it? So there's laws. And the media is all there covering. It's quite an embarrassment, you know, headquarters of Mind, supposed to be repeat myself organisation is, well, that's it, sympathetic to people with mental health problems. And yet a lot of the homeless people it's a vicious circle. The two were linked. You would see a schizophrenic on the streets, nowhere to live, and just muttering and talking to himself. Yeah, that was the sort of trip. So these people, through circumstances, because of their illness, had lost their home and were homeless, basically. And that wasn't really helping matters. Yeah. And mine must have been well aware of these sort of statistics. They knew this. They, with a so-called understanding, knew that a person, just because he's muttering to himself, is not a violent person, because the statistics are there. Right, they knew this, but that was the sort of shit the media would conjure up, i.e. schizophrenic kills innocent, beautiful woman. This did happen, but very rarely. And basically, the man had gone into psychosis and was hallucinating. And this beautiful woman was no longer a beautiful woman to this person, because he's in a paranoid psychosis, saw her as a demon. And for him, that was real. And to him, this demon was threatening. And to him, he did take a knife and kill her. As an example, I met this guy actually in a lock-up sort of ward, but I got to know his girlfriend. So again, you get insight into this. Oh, he's never going to forgive himself for doing that, but he was ill. He was going through a psychosis. His whole world is changed, and if idiots don't know how to approach someone in psychosis, which obviously is a ministry of mine, get it? That is the pattern I've just shared about these miracles, right? They're all technically going through a psychosis, yeah. The Baxters' Heir was going through a psychosis. He smashed up a church, get it? And then the negative things come in. That's what I said, he is possessed. And they were causing all this distorted, well, there you go, paranoia, hallucinations. But he met someone that could cut through that and had the means to deal with it in his own spirit, soul, if you like, cut through and said, yes, this man can help me, because I asked, can I pray for you? And he said, yes. Right. So there is a little bit of a pattern here. Yeah, the lady who thought she was an elf was going through a psychosis because she'd had a negative reaction to her announcing that she was Jesus. Get it? So that pushed her into psychosis. That's what I was saying. She wasn't. There might have been an element of her that was because she was very angry, but that was the way it worked through. Because I remember I shared about that to me, you was the Pin Normal Nation. Well, no, actually, I'm not. Nothing to do with them. And then from there, we made ground, if you follow me. Because she was going through a psychosis, and it was triggered by, you got to use well, idiots, yeah. Oh, yeah, there are people in the foundation. How you doing, Courtney Young? Who really have set themselves up as this sort of group. And they share the sort of concept that someone's going through a spiritual emergence, which is or can be another way of defining psychosis. So actually they're saying the experience can be very positive. Well, it is, yeah, any psychosis is a shift in consciousness. And if it has the right guidance, as Leary taught, set and setting's important. But of course, someone going into psychosis, they're not actually taking a tablet of LSD, although it's a similar reaction. So this psychosis is brought on, many things. But it can be people projecting their negativity onto you, paranoia. Oh, I know all about that within the foundation. many people have projected their paranoia onto me. Rare. So that means that things like, this is ridiculous, but this is it gets back, I'm psychic. Oh, you always wears black. I had someone say that to me. Oh, yeah, he doesn't talk to people because he wears headphones. See, all negative conjectures. I do love music. I love music, and it's stable, keeps me in the here and now. There's another little tip. You're quite high and a little bit spaced out, shall we say. Well, here's your trip. I often had to walk home from forests, to the foundation. It's quite a walk, and a lot of it's unlit roads. Yeah, a lot of it is. You come out of forest and then it's all unlit road and quite dangerous. You got to have your wits about you because people can't see you, and so you do generally walk on the grass verge, get it? But how I got through this was easy. Just some headphones and a little bit of music, and I'm right in the here and now because I sussed that out. Music is here and now. It's something happening, and it focused me in the here and now and kept me in the here and now. Because this, in layman's terms, you're either here and now, which is where you are, or you're spaced out. Get it? This is the street talk, but it's so simple. Yeah, you're either here and now, which you are, or you're spaced out. And most of us are in those two opposites. I mean, obviously, if we're very spiritually evolved, we are centered in the here and now most of the time. But occasionally we get spaced out, Even Jesus Christ had his moments of doubt and pain, but that's how I handled that experience. And it's very dark. You're talking about 2 a.m. Imagine you're out on your own and there's no light, get it? Rare sort of place where you could get mugged, although that. No, but yeah, it's just a frightening experience. But music could see me through it, ground me. But I often walked around the foundation with headphones, not big thing, earplugs, because I was experiencing negative vibes. I was having negativity and paranoia projected onto me. Cuts both ways, kiddies. And, but I assure you, if anyone did, this is the trip, hypocrisy. They had a smoking thing. Well, still got it. A place where people who smoke tobacco could go and smoke tobacco. And I went in there and I lit some incense, purifying the atmosphere. Even people that smoke do that occasionally, light a bit of incense, because they're very conscious that tobacco is polluting the space. And but that then pushed all the buttons of the smokers and they got paranoid towards me. I was someone. I did the same trip. I'd be outside in the cafe because, again, overspill and whatever. And there's these 2 benches that are outside, get it, rare. And I lit incense there. And I'm the first person there, get it? So I'm basically saying, yes, I'm here, but I don't really want smoke. Thank you very much. Perfect, right. Right, so I lit some incense. That touched a few people's buttons, get it? There's this big thing. It was a big thing, Should people be allowed to smoke or should they not? Rare. And I would have taken the side in that, or did. No, you shouldn't be smoking. It's a nasty habit. Right. Jesus Fellowship Church, see, a so-called ignorant Right, because that's how they see things. I found it right. They wouldn't allow you to smoke in the premises. I said it wrong. Not even the grounds. Get it? So I was in this big mansion, and I was smoking, and I had to go for a walk, quite a long walk, to actually exit the grounds of the building. So you couldn't, and that's the right trip. This is sacred space. Yeah. And that's how I gave up smoking, through prayer. I got so fed up of having to walk on my own. No one else smoked there, very few. There were some houses you'd have some old codger. Again, the Christian way, you had to go outside the house, couldn't smoke in the house. But, he had a smoking habit, and he's old, and he's probably going to kick the bucket and go, well, yeah, that's it. Got a few years to live, and he smoked all his life, pipe and that one. But he would be told to go outside or sit on the porch. Yeah. So you could stay in the grounds, but in some places like Cornhill, which is a beautiful mansion, and one of the star, I suppose, well, it was where Mark Strong lived, and he was considered one of the major elders. And it was a big, beautiful place, very simply decored and furnished, but the building was, Cornhill Manor, it says it all. And it had lovely grounds and wood and all the rest, and that was one of the buildings I stayed at within the Jesus Fellowship Church, Cornhill Manor. And I haven't even done that yet. Well, I've had a word, you get a word, to slim down and cut back on all the friends I've got, because they're not actually friends. There you go. They're actually, it's been informed to me, they're dead wood and they're a drain on me. Get it? Because karmically I'm responsible. There you go, I'm sharing it now for them. And they can be a drain. And some of them are we go round a circle. The last video I did, I'm going to share the names because take this up with Facebook. Right, when I'm doing this, a live channeling or live, it appears anybody can join in this. And yet I thought, well, there you go. This would be limited to friends. And even then, I'm just sort of making me cut back because certain characters have linked into my thing and were being abusive. We'll go finish off, disrespectful. I think it's very disrespectful if you announce, I want to fuck you. Right? I've got an 8-inch penis. This is their way of trying to whine me, but it's disrespectful. And he'd get his head fucking kicked in. Oh, yeah. Right, here we go again. Yeah, if I'm accepted as a Hell's Angel, which I believe I am in some chapters, yeah, for 2 reasons. My brother was and is a Hell's Angel, Dave Clark, and he would be known because he had not your normal run-of-the-mill job. He was a distributor of LSD, and I shared upon that Acid One, that is the number plate of this Hell's Angel at Stonehenge, and he parked a beautiful bike, Harley Davidson, beautiful bike, and that's his number plate, clearly saying to all and all that, I'm a distributor of LSD, Acid One. Get it? It wasn't Cocaine One, get it? Rare. Again, all this is your media. It may be angels in inverted commas that do make their living from black market drugs. But notice I said angels inverted commas. Everything has its different degrees, copycats, could go. People are running around with black masks on and baseball bats. Not quite what house angels were about. Oh, they're trained, they're army, but they're not thugs for hire. Right? So true angels do follow the Bible, and it's a scriptural injunction to come out from amongst them, and that's exactly what they did. They came back from all these wars that they were sent to, very disgruntled, thought they'd been abused, they'd been sent there, and it's all, well, without swearing, well, all a load of bollocks they got there. This joke, where's the communists? Yeah. Most of them were just simple rice farmers, but had been pushed in to defending their land. You hear about it, it's incredible. They dug all these tunnels. So a lot of them, of course, were surviving. They might go down and drop a lot of napalm, but they had these tunnels. And then the troops went looking for them. Again, they're in these tunnels. Couldn't find them and that. And yeah, they were very ingenious, but they were just protecting their lives, protecting their homes. You could say we were the demons, if you like, had gone into their land on some trumped up shit that there was a lot of communists there. There may have been a few communists. Chip come live and let live. It's a political viewpoint. But it doesn't mean all the Viet Cong was taken in. But no, they're free-thinking people. And for most of them, life was just about growing rice and living close to the land. But suddenly they've got to, take up arms to defend themselves. But they were nowhere near as armed as the American army was. Get it? Napalm, helicopters, rare. But the soldiers themselves sussed this out. Come back. What the fuck's all this about? Get it? Go around. There's no communists here. No communist army. Well, there might have been a bit, but again, yeah. So the majority of the population of Vietnam were being fucking napalm to fuck. Innocent people, get it? Farmers, children, the whole fucking lot. Rare. And you can't blame them. But saying, I think this is wearing a bit thin, Wilma. I think we better get a machine gun. Yeah. Because that's exactly what happened. And it's incredible. You see, you don't know this side. Like I said, there's this whole complex of tunnels. So that they were hard to exterminate. They probably marched right over them, get it, or whatever. They're looking for them. Where they going, Wilma? Right? And so they were outsmarted. But eventually, the soldiers, that when they came back, well, that's what was the whole thing of how the House Angels started. Yeah, they were dropouts. Yeah, come out from amongst them. Yes, they did love motorbikes, a symbol of freedom. There's no more symbol of freedom than riding on a motorbike, where you've got the air, you're in touch with your environment, and a true biker isn't into speed. House Angels don't buy those sort of motorbikes. Well, any idiot can see that. They buy cruisers. Get it? They are into just taking in the atmosphere and wherever they are, right? Not, all this shit. It's a total different animal. Literally. Well, any idiot can see that. Yeah, the bikes are like a Harley Davidson cruisers. End of story. Oh, they've got power, but they're a cruiser. Well, they could probably cruise. Can probably cruise at 100 miles an hour if they're in a bit of a hurry to get somewhere rare, but it's still a cruiser. So sometimes, sometimes they might, put the speed up a bit, sort of thing. So they've just got a time thing and going to a festival or something, right, whatever. But in general, house angels are cruisers. And, well, this is me. So my brother is a house angel. And his name's Dave Clark. And anybody, well, that's how he joined. Yeah. He didn't have a bike. He had a car. He became, just out of the room, yeah. That's where he got his LSD from. He was part of the House Angel distribution, market. So he was supplied by House Angels. So he was a House Angel. But he was like an undercover one then. No, he didn't drive a motorbike. Well, it wouldn't have been practical. There you go. Yeah, House Angels drive around in transit vans. Of course they do. They love their bikes, but sometimes it's more practical to go somewhere in a van. Yeah, like undercover. Yeah. Same with my brother. He was a distributor, and he actually had a minivan. Far better, dry, get it, have people with him, could roll joints together, Can't really do that on a motorbike. Yeah, there's your answer. So it's more practical for him to have a van, so he can skin up and turn on with his friends, not even chucking along at 30 mile an hour. It's a nonsense. You got one person on the back and get it. So that was his trip. He had a van, psychedelic van. And he is my gatekeeper. Now, this isn't some little trip I'm laying on you. This is, if you bother to go to the spiritualist church, which I'm a member, this is part of the practice for you. Anyone who knows anything about mediumship, which is like a spiritualist church, will understand. And a gatekeeper is that. And a gatekeeper could be your own relative who's committed suicide, as an example. And he would still continue his characteristics as a house angel, even though he's in the spirit. And yes, as was known on the streets, this is in the you go to Bridge Mary, Gosport, not so much Fareham, but Bridge Mary and Gosport. And of course they'll be getting on. These are my brother's associates. But they'll be getting on. I'm 68. And I was 7 years younger than most of these people I'm talking about. I've shared that, how there was a 7-year gap between me and my brother. So there's your trip. So that's the fact. So, I think it might be still some of them alive, bless them. But you put that around. Because, yes, his name changes. Dave Clark. And I was known as Jack Clark. Right from my early school days, because my father's name was Jack, and I was doing the register, and I was probably the odd one out, teacher, right, go over, anyone got any middle names? Because they've got your normal names, and nearly everyone had a middle name. Yeah. So I, as a child does, didn't want to be, Jack, miss. And a lot of people laughed. It's I suppose a common person's name, Jack, not John, see, Jack. And she even said, do you mean John? No, I said, no, miss, it's Jack. Again, I got a few laughs, right? And that's how it stuck, as kids do, nickname, Jack. And then when I got right through all my school, maybe not right through, but yeah. I mean, if someone was a friend, I'd say, well, no, actually, my name's Graham. But I was yeah, because that's it. When I changed over from the infant school, which you do to then go to the bigger school, which is your start of your educational life, really. Needless to say, I went through the 11 plus, and what a load of bollocks that was, meaning it's corrupt as fuck. Teachers, parents, get it right, would meet the teachers. Backhand to the back. Oh, you're looking after my Willie. Yes. Oh, and does he need any special, thing for the 11 plus? Get it? Because that's the big. And my dad didn't do that. Yeah. So he didn't come to these sort of parents come whatever meetings. So I didn't get a backhander, or they didn't get a backhander. And I wasn't getting special treatment, if you follow me, to make sure I got through the 11 plus. Rare. So I didn't get through the 11 plus, and did go to what's called a secondary modern school, whereas those that got the 11 plus went to grammar school, which was a far better system of education. There's no doubt about that, it was. And I, going on that tech, my greatest subject at school was English, but creative writing. Yeah, that's how my channeling started. Because that's teacher would just come in and give us this title for a composition, and my mind would go wild. Well, not wild, I'd be channeling. Get it? And it came through these fantastic ideas of a story, and it went round just like my channeling in a twist. Started off somewhere, went all over the universe, back and sideways and thing, and then come back. So they weren't what you call your average composition of kids of my age, well ahead of the time. And I had a brilliant English teacher, and he sussed. He said, Graham, you've got a fantastic gift here. And we didn't get stuck into pre-say and all this shit. No. And so I don't know. Right. But then we had a changeover of English teacher. And me and him didn't hit it off. Didn't like him at all. Could probably remember my name. Well, I would say is a right to being polite female sex organ, yeah. So he looked at our work and saw that we hadn't been doing all our pre-say, get it, grammar, get it, and it was just that. No creative writing, just grammar, pre-say, put your comma here, and oh, fuck, yeah. And I wasn't the only one that shared that attitude, but I projected it. Meaning, I would go into his class and he'd start all this boring dribble. Because it's just like a parrot. Come on, and you had to repeat it like a fucking parrot. Oh, fuck, as other people did. And I deliberately stared out the fucking window. To wind the guns up. He did. He lost it. He was going on about how people are not really paying attention, and other people are doing it in their own way. Right? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. News. I generally get up at this time and do my washing and. Ooh. Talk about millions of pounds house service. Impeachment trial, Donald Trump, yeah. What a load of bollocks. I mean, what a load of bollocks this impeachment thing is. Oh, so what if he did? That's it. So what if he did ask for some inquiry? Oh, what's the chip they're saying no? Miss. Legislation is being drawn up in response to the death of 2 people in London in November and the Fucking hell. I missed that. Something about people being made to take lie detector tests and they could end up getting a 14-year sentence, which isn't. A report suggests that children at young offenders institutions in England and Wales are being unnecessarily held in solitary confinement. The prisoner's inspector discovered failings at 5 locations, with some young people being put in conditions which could damage their mental health. Fucking right. Fucking hell. Something about, I got the wrong, school kids who are troublesome, they're put into these special units. I got the wrong in the sick, but basically it's saying they could spend up to 22 hours just locked up. Because again, people can't be bothered. Fucking hell. Well, I couldn't hear that, so I was probably just getting the end of the stick, as they say. But I'm noticing that in the news. Fucking hell, it's like things are coming out. That's it. Corruption isn't being any longer tolerated. And those that are lying are being exposed. But as for my feelings on Mr. Trump, I don't need to do a pendulum, but I can. No, I think he's the right man for the job. I do think this impeachment thing's a fucking waste of space and public money, because the very politicians, there's 2 sides in the Republicans and fuckbrain or whatever, but one side clearly announced as soon as President Trump was elected, right, and he hadn't done a fucking thing. They're already starting a big thing of, we've got to get rid of him. And he hadn't even been given a chance, to show, you judge someone by what they do sort of trip. No, this wasn't. We don't want him because they saw him as a threat to them, who have been living in corruption and the systems, I'm okay, I'm okay sort of trip. Whereas Trump wasn't a politician, a self-made millionaire. Yeah, totally different trip. So he was incorruptible in a sense. So they're now trying to get him on this angle that he's used his power, well, I would say, just to investigate this competitor. Right, so, and he may have gone to this foreign power to basically ask for their assistance. My money's doing his job well. If this so-called politician that was his main rival, but whatever, was a bit iffy, he had a right to expose it. And if he did go to a foreign power, again, I think all that's been twisted, which we'll find out. I haven't done that yet. Mr. Trump's actually issued a statement, 8-page document or something, and I can look at anything, right? I'm an empath. I can touch into anything like that and I get an immediate reaction that this is true or this is cunt shit. That is what an empath can do, amongst many other things. I do use a pendulum as well, because in especially politics, it can be 6 of one and 7 of the other. It's not black and white. But every time I've done a pendulum reading regarding President Trump, I get the red light. Sorry, the green light. Go ahead. And I'm very in the spirit. And that's my brother again. Very defensive of Mr. Trump. And basically, that's where their vulgarities. Because basically the trick my brother moves in is take the plank out of your own eyes, hypocrite. Meaning, yeah, there's your analogy. Yes, Mr. Trump may be doing this, and so have you. Get it? And a lot worse. Get it? That's, recently I came this channeling and it was, who are these cunts? Oh, very, very foul, very thing, okay. Who are these cunts? And I pulled my rank. Oh, I'm just a lay Baptist priest, rare, 38 years, rare, very sarcastic, who the fuck am I, rare, got gifts of the spirit, right? I just pulled all my qualifications, if you like. I mean, who am I to make an opinion? But then turned it around on him, and who the fuck are you? Rare. Cutting words, see? And it was, it's full of obscenities. Cunts. You're not, because it's my brother. You're nothing but a bunch of cunts. And it's the people, that's it, it's the people that should decide, not you fucking Republican. See, I get it all mixed up. Not you politicians. You're as corrupt as fuck. Meaning a lot of them, right? And on such an issue, on such an issue of the impeachment of President Trump, but of course he didn't, right? The people should make it. We just had that, a referendum. Oh, that was cutting, all right. He's basically saying you're all a bunch of corrupt cunts. I wouldn't let you wipe me up, right? Just to make the point, and that the people should vote on this, not you bunch of cunt idiots. Yeah, there is in a nutshell. Yeah. Now that has obviously pushed a few buttons. I've had this chap. There you go. I've got your name. Ian Wooler. I don't know who or what you're meant to represent. You could be various things. But you've implied in a message to me, that if I drop my obscenities or remove them, I think it was, I'd be welcome back. Well, welcome back to who or what? If it's the Findorn Foundation, then you should say that. My name's Ian Wooler and I'm Walla cunt, whatever, within the foundation. You've got some title or whatever it is, rare. And in your request, because that's what I had done actually, to come back to the foundation and use some of the facilities there for your healing ministry, because you are actually a miracle worker. Oh yeah, that's the trip it's got to now. I've done maybe 4 miracles that could be substantiated. I've probably done a lot more, but there wasn't witness, you get me? But this was in the right place in the right time. And for instance, healing the heir to Baxters. I mean, the guy could be stuck in a hospital now as I speak, because I shared that his father was an out-and-out atheist. And that was part of the experience. I took him into the River Findorn. And he was, possessed. He was being used by demonic forces. And I took the River Findorn's water, blessed it, and that's symbolic, significant, and dropped it on him. And there was this reaction twice, and this was witnessed. And then the third time, there's no reaction. So I just say to him, ask him, see, well, what do you want to do now? He told me all the story. he'd done a run. He said, well, I better go back to hospital. So we walked out the water. I'll just tell this one thing, sense people, well, I've got to go. Walked out the water. Lovely sunny day. Many people witnesses. Not only Findorn Foundation, but Findorn people. You wouldn't forget that. All these two guys walked into the water and he prayed out. Some would have even heard it, prayed out, lifted up water, and dropped it on him. And there's all this stuff. It's like a movie. Well, it was. For some people, they might have thought we were acting, but we weren't. But anyway, and that. And then we walked out and I said, where do you want to go then? Well, I need to go back to hospital. Would you phone the police for me? I said, yeah, fine. And we walked down to a well-known pub, Kimberley Arms, correct me if I'm wrong, where brilliant for seafood. And we went in, he bought me a pint of beer. Oh, he had loads of money. He'd been to a machine. And I phoned the police and told him that he's not, very sorry for what he's done. He's not going to resist. He's going to come very peacefully, and so they're well primed, the police. He said, well, can you just come and pick him up, please? And we're at the Kimberley Arms. And so they did. And I bought me a pint of beer. This is a tip, though, because there's two miracles in one. He gave me a £20 note and said, look, will you come and see me? Promise you'll come and see me. And he even inferred he knew what was going to happen because he's been through probably a similar thing. And his father is the Baxters, head of Baxters. So he got a lot of clout. And an atheist. So he said, oh, he's an out-and-out atheist. He doesn't believe in God. Rare. And so the police come. And he's taken away. There's no big scene, but people would have noticed that as well. Two policemen pulling up to the trendy bar. Oh, it is. It's the trendy bar where a lot of the foundation members go. Right? Rare. And he's taken away. Then the next day, I'll get a taxi in. So that's one miracle. Get it? Deliverance ministry by using the water of the River Findorn, also incorporates that the River Findorn is blessed, because the wording was all, this water be blessed. So the whole of the Findorn River was incorporated in that prayer. And the water did go over him and drop back into the water. Right. Yeah, 3 times. Well, it was. And then, so I do go back to the hospital. And he has been totally sedated. He said this had happened as well. And that's his father again. Because get the trip. That's it. There's your trip. Oh, I've just been healed, Father. I'm perfectly okay. And he did use the words, although use it twice. Jesus has healed me. Of course, this is a rag to a fire to this atheist. And so he literally told them. He wasn't being, he's as calm as fuck. So he wasn't all hyped up and that, far from it. Because I'd done it and I checked him out. He's as calm as fuck. Peace beyond all understanding. Yeah. That's what that man was when I delivered him from the evil entities, whatever, that were using him. Peace beyond us, the word of spirit coming down beyond all understanding. So here was this man perfectly at peace, but telling the nurses or his father, because obviously he's perfectly okay. Oh, I've just been healed by Jesus. Of course, well, his father just freaked, didn't give him a Spain. Oh, well, he's a minister from the Jesus Fellowship Church, but Jesus, through him, healed me. Because that's how you pray. In the name of Jesus Christ. Because that's what Jesus said to all of us. Greater things than me will you do in my name. That's the words of Jesus. Right. So we members of the Jesus Fellowship Church take that seriously. and we put it to the test. But the trip is, by their faith be it so. So there's all these people there aspiring to be healers and that, but if the recipient hasn't got any faith, nothing happens. Yeah? He could do no good works there because of their unbelief. That's scripture. And that's talking about Jesus. I go, oh, yeah. So that's your trip. That yes, you can do miracles. There you go. And that. Oh, you want to get yourself a pendulum. Meaning you set yourself up as a healer. You may have accredited miracles to you, which I'm about to process. And that's to do with Black Unicorn. Right. Oh, once I was accredited with, well, again, I have to look in. Oh, I'm sidetracking. I would be accredited as a saint, but it'd have to be formally checked out, get it, and witnesses. You have to have witnesses. You can't just go in there and say, "Oh, well, I've healed this person of cancer." Well, actually, the person you healed of cancer would be, that could even be scammed. But anyway, but you get yourself a pendulum. That's what I'm going to do. Pyramidical water healer. So I use pyramids and water, or now oil. Pendulum diagnosis. Bulletproof. Oh, donations only. Bulletproof. People give what they can, but they are informed that, you know, the costs got to hire the halls, and you can say, because you cover yourself. Well, you know, it's going to cost me, it's not your fault. Foundations charges me probably more now, £6 an hour or something. And if you can cover that, that's fine. So there is that interjected, but also more importantly, well, I'm just going to give you a quick pendulum reading. And if they're completely not going to respond, loads of things, you know, newspaper reporter come to check here and whatever, but so they don't have the faith. This will pick that up. You don't waste your time on wasters. I think the scripture is don't feed pearls and the swine, yeah. But if you do that, your success rate will go through the fucking roof. There still will be failure because, so you're given the go-ahead to give them healing, but then you pick up in the spirit and counselling, for instance, common one, oh God, come on, Graham, sex abuse. The most common stumbling block for people at the moment now is abuse of sex. Whether they're having sex outside of marriage, whether they're just picking up women, you get it, different night or 3 times a week, get it. They're not into a meaningful relationship, right? These sort of macho men, idiot cunts. Well, yeah. So go to a disco and they do, you know, and they pick up some gullible woman, but it's quite clear they're not interested in a meaningful relationship, and it's a 1 or 2 night stand job. They would be counselled to the effect of, you know, well, I'm sorry, but if you really want healing, you've got to look at this. They can tell you to fuck off, and you can tell them to fuck off. That's it. Oh, well, okay, well, don't come back here. You're a waste of space. You're a waste of time. Right. But the pendulum might let him through just to tell them that. But you wouldn't waste your time seeing them again unless they did appeal and say, look, you know, I agree with you. I'm sorry I swore you were a rare, and I am trying to clean up my act. You know, I've just got one woman and we are working on a relationship as a point of thing. Now, it's just nearly the witching hour, nearly an hour, so it's not a problem. and I haven't got any mail. If I've got mail, well, I've probably got to stay up now. They can be here at 8:30. So I've lost my shower now. So I'll just carry on until the mailman comes and I haven't got any mail. Then I'll go and have a shower. That solves that. Relax. Right, so where were we? Oh yeah, slim back, cut back on friends. Well, yeah, there was a lot of my friends. Like, oh, I shared that. Yeah, I've had abusive people joining my channelings, and I'll take this up with Facebook that give them the names and that I thought only friends could join in this. Get you? And they can't. I've had some right idiots, abusive, disrespectful idiots, that if any of my, I'll share it again, yeah, any angels that do consider I am an angel, right, they're clearly demonstrating disrespect. Yeah. Don't take my word for it. Go to the angels. Oh, yeah. What do you consider, or how would you react to someone who's acting in a disrespectful manner to one of your fellow angels? Oh, they get an abrupt, cutting word. Oi, you fucking stop that or you'll get a head kicking. Yeah, very abrupt. And then if they are an idiot enough to come back with some lip, whack. Yeah. But again, don't take my word for it. And also, angels might not consider that I'm an angel, even though my gatekeeper was and is an angel. And they could very easily substantiate that. Again, we go round the circle. He was part of the LSD distribution network. So angels would supply my brother with LSD. And he'd be known as a distributor. And his area was Gosport, Fareham, Portsmouth, the whole of the south of England. Yeah. And that can be substantiated very easily. Yeah. Dave Clark, the whole of the south of England, Gosport, Portsmouth, Bridge Mary, Isle of Wight. Oh yeah, we often went over to the Isle of Wight. There you go. So that's quite an area which was his patch. Yeah, but he would distribute to other distributors. He didn't personally go to, oh no, but he would knew all the other dealers get it and would distribute to them. Yeah. And I've told you stories. We went to the Isle of Wight festival with 10,000 tabs. Yeah. Didn't have any money. Again, that's the ilk of my brother. He could actually go to where, because he is trusted, where they manufactured the LSD. So that's right at the top of the train, if you follow me. And he did. My dad told me, buy in bulk, David, bulk. Well, that's what he said. It's all everything, food, everything, buy in bulk. So he did. Sussed out, and that wouldn't be easy to do. Find out where it's being manufactured, made, and put in an order. Yeah. Getting discount. Yeah, I want 10,000 tabs, please. And they come up with a price well under £1 a tab. Of course it was. And they were genuine people involved in this, weren't in it for the money. I mean, Yana sense, but they could suss where he's coming from. No, I want to go to Isle of Wight Festival and turn every motherfucker on that moves, which is what Leary was about, right? So he did. He was giving it away. once he had recovered what he'd paid, oh, it was such a fantastic. I mean, that was one of the best moments of my life with my brother. We turn up. Imagine the trip. Oh, yeah. Oh, we had women hanging off his bloody whatever. Yeah. Oh, he was very sexually attractive. Mr. Big, you know, the LSD dealer. Oh, yeah. Of course, I was out of it. That's the funny thing. I've got to tell that now. Well, I've got all the time in the world now. So we go to this Isle of Wight, and it was the festival. Well, that was why. Nearly a big cunt was tripped out. It was like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It got to the thing of, we're up. We get there early, as you do. And I think although people say you can't do this, but we were tripping about 5 nights in a row. And eventually the body just did, I say this joke, oh, fuck this, not again. Because the body went to smoking. Right. And that, well, I've got to tell you. So he had made his money back. And then it was things like, oh, I'm just going to go and get a couple of hot dogs. You hungry? I said, yeah, you know. He went down to his hot dog stall and he said, I have 3 burgers, this, you know, big order. And there's a big queue of people behind him, get it right? So it always was. And this guy had never, he said, right, how much is that then? And he come up with a price. He said, oh, I'll give you 10 tabs. And he's got the people, oh, right. How much did you pay for 10 tabs? You know, I said, oh, we'll pay £2. So he got a price on it. So the bloke just did. He took them, but then he could, a load of customers would have brought a tab off him, get it? So it's a good deal. But needless to say, I think he dropped a tab himself. You know, as you do. Right? And all the people behind, of course, sussed. Oh, can you sell me a tab? You know, and all this fucking fuck the burgers. Right? Yeah. Just the whole queue buying acid off him, right? At rock bottom price. Seriously, some people gave away 3. Oh man, I ain't got any money here. Yeah, fuck off. That's it. You weren't going to haggle, you know, that's it. Yeah, go. A lot of people, same trip, right? Every motherfucker that moved. I'm talking policemen, security guards, fucking lot, were tripped out their skulls. You know, that's an experience. Well, it's like heaven on earth. Oh, wow, we went down to the beach. That's flashed in here, California girls. Wow. We'd have never seen women like this. Beautiful bronze tan bodies. And thousands came over because I think it's Hendrix, whatever. And it was wow. Well, it was just wow. I was sort of walking open-eyed and Google-eyed, and these beautiful women with no bikini on. I wouldn't say they're all naked. They might have left their knickers on or whatever. Going swimming. Tripped out their skulls, you know. Whoa, you know. And no, there wasn't men shagging them. And no, this is see a different love. The real love. And to see beautiful Californian women nearly naked but ecstatic. And we all were, you know, just ecstatic. Was an experience. Well, you talk and tell your grandkids. Oh, I went to this thing and, you know, everyone was tripped out. White lightning. Oh, we got the best. I mean, that was the best LSD you could get your hands on. White lightning. Oh, I could go. We're sat on the beach. Again, just long, you know, And he just put white lightning in the sand. You know, and then I walked past, you could see just looking at us. And we were dealing on the beach. But not distributing. Yeah. Obviously, if people had money, they gave money. But if they didn't, it wasn't a problem. And that's probably what got around. Now he's giving it away free. So that's it. Yeah, we did turn on the whole. So there's karma for you. So this is in defense of my brother. He turned on thousands of people. And a lot of it was free. So all these people that come at me because my brother swears, because fuck off, you stupid cunts. Because that's it. Grow up. Their words. Oh, yeah, this is me in defense of my brother now. Sick and tired of these petty individuals. Well, your obscenities, we might let you come back. Well, fuck off, you stupid cunt. There you are. Ian Wooler. I couldn't give a fuck if you're King Kong cunt in the Findorn Foundation and that. You're a cunt and an idiot. My brother's worth 10 of you cunts. 100 of you cunts. What the fuck have you done? Oh, we run these workshops, and these middle-class cunt idiots come and pay thousands of pounds. Yeah, that's about it, mate. And most people are seeing through that. We don't need fucking cunts doing workshops, mate. It's gone beyond that now. Someone who's going out and just planting trees is doing more for the spiritual disruption, shall we say, than cunts sitting around, talking stick. Oh, yeah. But again, freedom of choice, innit? Who the fuck am I to tell cunts what to do? Jesus Christ? No. But I can pass an opinion, and I can honestly say that. You know, if people are going to bar me from going into the Findorn Foundation as a healer, as a miracle worker, which will be established because it's you, I say you, the foundation that witness these miracles. Rare, we better finish that off. So there are 2 miracles, not one, with this gentleman who possibly was the heir of Baxters. Again, that could be wrong. That's God's trip of that ilk. So you go to Baxters and I'm fucking eating Baxters. What do you mean? Bollocks. You haven't got many more options. Baxters, Walkers, and I know for a fact it wasn't a fucking whiskey. Well, I'm prejudiced against them cunts. Yeah, I don't think that's anything to be proud of. We make whiskey, but it fucks up people's livers. Rare. Totally unnatural. Rare. Wine's all right. Rare. Because it's a natural product. Rare. But spirits are distilled. Rare. And if you're drinking spirits, you are fucking up your liver, your kidney, and all the rest. Rare. And that's a fact. Yeah. Freedom of speech. Yeah, you want to go and ruin your fucking liver and all this bollocks and macho shit. Oh, Biff did a song. A man's not a man. Oh, brilliant. So it's all about this macho shit. You can't drink whiskey or rye. What a load of bollocks. It's filth. End of story. Any spirit is not as nature intended. When you brew wine, the fermentation process stops. So you can get a wine fairly strong, but you know what I mean? That's it. It stops. Whereas whiskey's artificial. It's distilled. That's the trip. So you have this liquid, which they call the mash or whatever, but then it's boiled off and it's concentrated, and the alcoholic level is concentrated. It's just for neighbours, anyhow. Any cunt can suss that out. Because some of these things you do, it's a job to get them down. So what they do then, water them down with Coca-Cola and all the rest of it. But it's still filth. And there's not a doctor, even though they are Scottish, can disregard or argue that point. But of course, it's just a tradition, and many cunts, especially around here, Moray, it's full of fucking distilleries. Oh, yeah, well, it might be. There you go. It might have been an heir of one of these, because that's the only businesses around here, right? You've got distilleries, or you've got Walkers and Baxters. I feel in the spirit, well, I'm going to check it out. Walkers has their big, it's an open public, it's a restaurant as well, but yeah, you can actually look around the factory. There you go, you get a tour and you see how they make Baxters, I'm talking about now, not Walkers, how they make the soups, and I've done it, and it's interesting. The food is cooked in the can, so nothing's lost. You get me? It's not a big, imagine, big fucking, well, it might be wrong. There you go. I think they partially cook it in a big sort of vat, and then it's canned, and then the can's all on a conveyor belt, and it's all timed. By the time they get to the other end where they're labelled, they've been cooked in the can. So the goodness is there, and that's what I say. It's full of oomph and it's got quality made, and that's how it's done. So it's either Baxters or whatever, but it'll come out. I can go to Baxters and I get the vibe. I can even ask, because I think it's a family-run business. Yeah. Oh, I think I may have met. I can't remember his name, but I can say, I think I may have met your brother, if it's a woman, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, bit embarrassing, but has he had a history of mental illness? No, but they're sus. Is obviously, because I said, well, I met him. And then I can even go further. Oh, I'm the guy that prayed for him in the River Findon. I think he'd like to see me again, and I'd like to see him. Where is he, please? Could be two options. No, I ain't got a brother. Sorry, I can't help you. Right, and you're obviously on the wrong track. So I just say, well, I met him in hospital and I may have got that bit wrong. Right. So then I'm going to Walkers. Yeah. I've never been there, actually. Walkers. It's round about here. I think it's in Elgin. Yeah, Walkers. Oh, there's that. Oh, God. There is another big business round here. And they make cloth, I think, silk. Can't think of it, but people know what I mean. And that's it, other than the whiskey thing. But I do it if I'm into. I'll be guided in the spirit. I'll get my pendulum even. That'll save time. I can do it now. There you go, just for fun. Yeah, pendulum, blah, blah, blah. Blessed guides and helpers, please draw close. Thank you. Blessed Archangel Michael, please draw close. Was the man that I healed in the River Findle, gave deliverance ministry to a Baxter, please? Wow. I'm getting a vibrant, neither a yes nor a no. Now, for me, that means the pendulum's just going like that, but quite vibrant. So it's not going round like that or round like that, which is yes and no. So what you can do in this is ask again. But it might be also deliberately not revealing the answer. Yeah. It's not a no, but it's also not a yes. So what you do is get less than this. You rephrase the question. Well, it is really on him because he's the two. There you go. Should I formally apply to be recognised as a saint? Well, I'm getting a yes. So that's saying that's cool, go along that direction. And of course, to do that, I would need to have the people that I ministered to just to verify. So it could be Baxter, still could. Didn't say no, see? Now, I was sharing, I know it's a negative thing, but I don't need to do that, I'm told. I don't need to put it into, well, I can put it in because people from Facebook do monitor my videos. Well, think about it. If I was supposed to have got the CEO, I'm in personal contact with him. In fact, recently sent me an email, but it's just update. Yeah. So I'd said to him, I shared that. Oh, it's great, such and such. I'm happy with her and no problems with her. And I've just sent her 150 quid and I've got 300 quid to pay. But also she has told me I've got until the end of March. I can totally relax. I can certainly pay 300 quid standing on my bollock by the end of March. Even if it's only 100 quid every 2 weeks. So I'm also meant to be selling a lot of equipment soon. My friend John, he did say February, right? He's setting up a shop in Bucky. And we've already arranged this. I've got all this high-tech equipment and he will take it, display it, and he takes a commission and the money goes to disabled people. Well, he is a disabled person. And he is head of Murray Mental Health, again, a charity. So although it could be anybody that buys the goods, but the proceeds here, get a percentage, get it for displaying it, are going to go back into, disabled people or mentally disabled people, get it, because it's a charity. So that's on the cards. I'm also applying for mobility allowance to be backdated. And that will mean now I can get a car, but in here, Scotland, I need some money to get an electric wheelchair, but that could be covered by this as well, because it's going to be backdated nearly 2 years. Oh, yeah. But I asked his secretary to give me an exact date, because I've been told, she's told me, right, they're going to get back to us in 20 days. That's what she's been told, and she passed on me. And I just asked quite, reasonably, well, can you just send me a quick email, give me an idea when that date is, because they'd have had a letter, get it, and it's posted. I don't trust these people as far as I can throw them. Quite imagine them just, they hear nothing after 20 days, and then you leave it a bit more, and then they stitch them up, or me up. I've got a bit of a problem there, and we're going to need another 20 days. Yeah. Well, they could maybe do that. They're just putting off the inevitable, and the more they push my buttons, the more I'm going to make it high media, because it isn't just me. I know I'm just the tip of the iceberg. Many other people have been deprived of this benefit. And I've seen them, and other people have seen them, and it's generally married couples. So you can go to Elgin Library, as I used to do, and you see all these couples pulling up in their nice mobility allowance cars, but they're a couple, and they're both as fit as bloody spring boys. Yeah. Get out the car, slam the door, zoom past me, and some of them don't have a stick. Whereas I am at the level it's slow, and the leg's completely jiggered. I can drive okay because it's my right leg, and all you're doing is your left leg is just put up, resting, perfect. But if someone was to knock me over, the leg goes like dead. It is technically, blood thing. And I had a lady tell me I need to get different socks so they're not tight. But she said, oh, no, I've just had my nails cut. See? Oh, no, you're going to have to, they're expensive. You're going to have to get these other socks because these socks technically are restricting your flow. And they're as loose as fuck. They are proper Dr. Ortho socks. And they've got colloidal silver in them, which is a natural antibiotic, right? So again, that stops your feet from getting affected. But anyway, I've got Amazon. That's it. So anything like that, she even gave me the name, but I can look up again. Get it really loose fitting socks for someone who's diabetic, and check it out because I've had some crap sent me. Cheap crap. Not again. There's just cons, described as diabetic socks, but it's tight as fuck. They're nylon-y cheap shit, and they would restrict your blood. So we're an hour and 20 minutes. Cut back on Friends, and there's just this other issue, which I can find out from Facebook. Is there any way I can block people who can join my, like now, live videos? Block them from, there's a comment section. Because, these are very abusive, offensive comments. Can I fuck you? I got an 8-inch cock. Now that's obscene. Yeah. Oh, that is obscene. But for someone to just say in an angry gesture, look, you fucking cunts, it's a natural word you'd use if you're angry. And he, my brother, Dave Clark, is very angry at the way I've been treated. Yeah. Again, I started this. He's an angel, and in his mind, I'm an angel, and I'm being abused. No respect. Just that. You show respect to an angel, and rightly so. If you understand what and how an angel is, they are very dedicated to serving God. Yeah, that's a mind fuck. But if people bothered to look into house angels, and they've got websites, again, I'm doing another beginner's angels. Genuine house angels are followers of the Bible. Pardon me, yeah. And they've got websites. Again, you have to sort the wheat from the chaff. But it'd be clear the ones that are, because they advertise the scripture on their page. Generally into the end of days scripture that is quoted. Talking about the end of days, there'll be this, that, liars, come to force. And you must come without. Don't say withdraw. Yeah, it's a different word. Come out from amongst them. And that's what angels have done. They set up their own culture. And okay, I've even shared about that. That make fantastic recovery agents. Oh, yeah. These are people that can physically handle themselves, very disciplined. So you'd have like a sergeant character who would say, leave it, get it. So if there's some altercation, very disciplined, right? And the sergeant would just deal with it, if you like. Look, sir, we appreciate you're very upset that we're about to take your car away. So, but then there's the opposite other form. Well, look, if you can just pay something today, we will go away. Here, poet, yeah. And so they just pay $100. I'm doing American because it's and that's it. But they'll come back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it gives them a bit of breathing space because they can come out with lots of things. Oh, well, look, I sold this car and they were crooks, whatever, and I didn't know. But they get a bit of time to sort it out and they come back. The same court order, but they must pay something. And not only that, there's then the option of, well, look, if you can phone up a few mates and they can lend you the money to get, and then the case is just dropped. And then he works out with the mates, well, I'll pay you back at such, yeah. Valid option. So the security guards get the fee that they've got to pick up, and their fee's included in it, but that's obviously by the by. They probably had letters and ignored it. So they get their fee. That's the recovery agents, inverted commas, Hells Angels, yeah. And everyone's happy. He keeps the car. He either sells the car or pays them back. The people have lent him money, right? And arranged what you can afford. So everyone's happy. And it's a brilliant job for Hells Angels because they can physically hold themselves, handle them. They're well disciplined. That's the trip. That's it. They're a unit. And so there is an appointed, I'd say sergeant, but it's like that, yeah. And he just says, leave it. And they do. That's it. Things are getting a bit iffy and they're getting into a thing with a customer and whatever and all this. Leave it. I'm very sorry about whatever, because that's it. But I'm afraid, sir, this is, very polite, this is a situation. This is a court order. And then they get calmly and, well, this is your option, sir. You can pay us some of the money you owe, and we will come back in a month's time, which will give you time to sort something out. Or you can, and then wait, is there any friends that might want to help you out? So they did ring up their friends, well, I need money then, I'm about to nick my van, and I need the van for a job, get it? Yeah. And so the friends come round, bring money, and they pay off the whole debt, and that's them. That's them. They're out the picture. Won't see them again. Thanks very much, sir. And you sign the form and all this shit. And they've done their job and they've got their money out of it because they get a thing. And the guy keeps his van, but he's got to pay his friends back. And that's up to them how they work it out. But the trip is if he's using his van to earn his livelihood, it's a two-way trip, isn't it? By letting him keep the van, he can get the money to pay his friends back. And that could be the same trip again, see? Oh, I've got to keep the van or else I'm never going to be able to pay you back. So I will just pay $100 now, give him a bit of breathing space, and then he works his bollocks off and earns the money. Could be another $100, but you know what I mean? He needs the van so he can earn the money to pay his debts off. And the debt collectors can see that and give him the space. Okay, sir, give us $100 and we'll give you a receipt and we come back in 2 weeks. Or you can phone him up. Instead of think about, we phone up and just see how things are progressing. And you could say, well, I'm having a bad week, or I'm not earning as much as I'd hoped to, but can we give it another thing and I see if I can get business to pick up? And of course they will. They're human. We're all human. We've all been there. Well, most of us. I've been there all the time. I'm often living from hand to mouth. This is why it's taken me a year to pay Facebook. It's over a year ago. Now, other people who've got friends and with money would, but I haven't. I've been on retreat. And most of my friends don't have any money. They're on really bad, low benefits, etc. And because I haven't got a car, and because I've got a major leg problem, blood clot, I just haven't seen anybody for probably a year. I've gone into a retreat. Yeah. Buddhist retreat, whatever. I am, because I've shared that. I do this, and I go down to the co-op, and that's my only contact with people. Yeah. I don't even go to the library, which I used to, but that wouldn't have been contact either. Oh, yeah, you're in a public library, and it's the reference section. You can't sort of sit around chatting your bollocks off there. And you can't do this video chatting. No, you've got to go downstairs. You get me? You can't do this, like I'm doing this now. Imagine I'm doing this and there's all these people trying to fuck off. Yeah. And there is a rule, you can't use your phone in the reference library. It's a rule, you must turn your phone off. A lot of people don't, but they just pick up, I'm in a library, and they fuck off and go downstairs, because you can do it downstairs. And there's a couple of little chairs, there's a cafe. And also, I'm all aired, the modem's so good in the library that you can walk about 100 yards out into the park where the library is, because I've done it, and hold a video chat with your friends. And in this case, this is my friends in Thailand, blew them away, because I can, of course, show them England. We got swans and birds I haven't seen, and they can see, they're actually tuning in to England. Rare. Just as I like when I phone them to see around Thailand and the Philippines at the moment. It's a big thing. Yeah, brilliant. She's taken us down to the sea, to the coast. She lives right by the sea. And she wants me to get her a fishing net. Yeah. No, but that means a livelihood, you see. She's a good little, she's my goddaughter, rare. But, she's got plans to be self-sufficient and get a little business together, catching fish, drying them in the sun. Okay, it might just trickle, but it's, her other options are to go and collect plastic bottles and recycle them. Good thing to do, but not so well paid. And you've got 4 kids to feed, an electric bill to pay because she has had electric, and that's right, and her modem, internet with me. But they get it cheaper there because the people just couldn't afford the sort of prices we pay in the West. But they have to use a satellite modem. It's a stick, but it is actually a satellite. You get me? But that's just because it's similar in Thailand. The people couldn't afford the prices we in the West pay, but they need it. They want internet. And of course, they get perks, the people that are selling, because whatever, right? So you can get a satellite internet dongle, if you like. It's just actually like a thing in the Philippines, quite cheap, because that's all they've got. A lot of them, again, just about lucky if they've got electricity, but certainly don't have modems installed. Well, some of them might be, you know what I mean? Because of the precarious, there's a word for you, the situation. She's just had that. She's had a storm and the bloody place has flattened. Because it's only a tinge, bless her. But yeah, but she's all right. She's got neighbours. Sent me a lovely photograph the other day, and I just sent her some money. Then we go round the trip. Because my goddaughter's lost her home, I said this to Facebook. Have a bit of space. Because mainly I need to pump some money into my goddaughter to get... Here. Oh, no, that could have been the... Fuck's... Oh, I'll do it. I've got my light on. And there's a crack in the curtain. And they know. Get it? That's what it means. I'm up. Whoops. But we'll do it. Because, well, I've been up because of this. I'm waiting on the mail. And I don't want to fucking... That's it. Oh, it fucking was. I've just checked. It was supposed to. But surely... Oh, you didn't ring the bell. But you could argue, oh, he didn't look like you're up. Really? Oh, I'm waffling, but loads of mail, so that's what I heard. There's nothing recorded. And now I can finish this and go and have a shower. There you are. That's a lot of mail. A lot of it's junk. So that's my routine. And it's done. I've opened my window now, but I've opened it. That's Quingo. That's good. That's wheelchairs. Electric wheels. Brilliant company. Free Tibet. That's something I support. I'm actually waiting for some more gump from my bank. Yeah. So I've got my card. Got my PIN number, and I've got to do that now. There you go. Just smart. I've got to phone up Department of Work and tell them, yeah, that's just car insurance, which I don't need. I don't know. I might have some might have some no claims bonus. Although I haven't had a card, and this is just all, check. You never know, Graham. No, that is 40 quid or... Oh, glasses. I do need new glasses, actually. This is all... Yeah, it's glasses and fireproof. Right, well, that is just junk. I shall round up, because I do need to go and have a shower. And the weather doesn't look up to much. Yeah, it looks grizzly. I've yet to go out, and I've got it, and do an outside. Well, again, I can't walk to, with me iPhone 11, and I've got me gizmo and that, and I've got my mic, and I can do outside. But at the moment, no, not so good. I can get a bus somewhere. But no, I do the pendulum, shall I go to, well, I can't, there you go. I'm still waiting on a solid response of whether I'm banned from the Vindor Foundation. And at the moment I've had this character, but he hasn't identified himself. Yeah, an Ian Wooler. But he hasn't actually said, well, I am from the foundation. He's just said, if you remove your obscenities, you're welcome back. But he hasn't, again. It could be other thing. I used to be part of, there you go, the pyramid thing in Bosnia. And I haven't had any of their newsletters for ages, so maybe I've been excommunicated from them. But I was hassling them, but in a friendly way. But what's happening about the bossing pyramid water? And I was even hassling them. Look, if there's someone there or a visitor could just buy an extra bottle and send it to me and I'd refund them, I'd be eternally grateful. Because my only other option is to traipse over to Bosnia to pick some up myself. I'll just check my things because I'm going to... No, they're all sorry. Yeah, Mohammed Joe, yeah. And he's even in, Sanskrit, so I couldn't even pronounce it. So I'm going to clear off. Slim down, yeah, well, that's just that. That is in the process. Well, I've shared about it. I've had a few people that are not friends but can join in these live. I can take that up and see if there is a way. You might have a little box you click, friends only. There you go. So only friends only can watch my live videos as they're being made, because I have been exposed to abuse. Bye for now.